Have you ever considered spicing up your marriage by getting your personal trainer in for a three-way?
No.
Well, that's what happens in 2022's Husband, Wife and Their Lover. What could possibly go wrong? I'm Jay Harangue and I've wasted hours of my life watching terrible films.
You should subscribe.
So I'd not heard of this one till recently when I saw an excellent recap by Lifetime Movie Mockeries. There's a link to his channel in the description below. If you're into the Lifetime stuff, go check it out. It's very funny.
It is.
The film starts with this woman, Veronica. She's the main character.
Hi.
She works for her dad who owns a cereal company with traditional American family values. Veronica's dad's pressuring her to give him a grandchild, but Veronica tells him that he's going to have to wait till next year.
You're already 30.
So Veronica's dad seems nice. That night we meet Veronica's husband, Jordan. He's a teacher and he looks like he cuts his own hair with a Flowbee.
The great thing about the Flowbee is that you can cut your hair any way you want.
Good.
Veronica's like, okay, Jordan, Dad's hassling me about kids again, but I told him we were going to wait till next year.
Speaking of our last year of freedom.
What specifically do you have in mind?
He's like, me, you, and another woman. Veronica's like, what? Who? And he's like, I don't care, anyone. And she's like, whatever, Jordan, go to sleep. The next day at Shape It Fitness, Veronica's telling her trainer Lexi about her conversation with Jordan last night. Lexi's like, what's wrong with that? Everyone does it. So Veronica's like, oh, okay then. Why don't you join in with us?
Would it be weird after?
I can imagine it would get pretty weird, yes. But Lexi's keen anyway. Later at some sort of spa, Veronica's telling her friend whose name is irrelevant all about this. This scene adds nothing and is presumably just included to show Veronica in her swimsuit.
Yes.
That night, Veronica brings Jordan out to dinner to meet Lexi to see if there's chemistry. And apparently there is, so it's game on. And here she is. And then they bang. The next day at Shape It Fitness.
So you want to do it again?
Thank you, but no.
Why not?
What's gotten into you?
Your husband's cock and maybe some other stuff.
This is the Flowbee, and the other end is where you connect your vacuum to the hose.
Anyway, Lexi's like, I've got feelings too, and storms off. Later at home, Veronica's telling Jordan what happened at the gym.
For as long as I've been training with her, she's never acted like this.
That's because you never fucked, you idiot.
Good point.
Then the doorbell rings. Oh, look, it's Lexi. She's like, hi, guys, can I borrow $5,000? Veronica's like, absolutely not, go away. And obviously you're sacked.
Obviously.
The next day, Veronica's dad calls her into his office and tells her that she's going to be the new face of the cereal company and that she'll be shooting a commercial in a few days' time. I have to say, the guy who plays Veronica's dad is an appalling actor. It's as if one of the crew wheeled their elderly father straight from the care home and made him do this. Anyway, then Veronica speaks to this other woman. The scene's pointless, but I got a couple of decent clips out of it.
Oops. Obviously. Why?
I think she's supposed to be English, but I can't tell. Another terrible actress. It seems nobody over 60 in Lifetime movies is capable of delivering an even semi-believable performance.
We never are.
Anyway, the next morning at Shape It Fitness, Lexi turns up to train Veronica as if nothing's happened. Veronica's like, you do remember I sacked you, don't you?
You're just gonna throw me away like garbage, huh? Like garbage?
Can you stop saying garbage, please?
Like garbage. Like garbage? Like garbage. Garbage? Garbage. Like garbage? Like garbage. Garbage? Garbage. Like garbage. Like garbage? Like garbage. Garbage? Garbage. Like garbage. Like garbage? Like garbage. Garbage. Garbage.
Yeah, so anyway, Lexi makes a scene and storms off. Then, while Veronica's in the shower, a member of staff bangs on the door and tells her the manager needs to see her.
Okay.
Could this not have waited until she was out? Anyway, so she goes to see the manager, and it turns out that Lexi has filed a complaint.
Well, she said you've been sexually harassing her, stalking her, and demeaning her.
Veronica denies it, but ends up cancelling her membership anyway, because she doesn't want the hassle. When she packs up her stuff, Lexi comes in and tells her to give her $50,000, or she'll tell the world about the three-way.
So you're blackmailing me?
Yes.
But there's no time to deal with that, as Veronica needs to go and shoot a rubbish commercial for a rubbish cereal. Lexi starts doing more weird stuff, like leaving a note on her windscreen saying stuff about sins of the past, and pretending to be a journalist and interviewing her at work. I don't know how Veronica hasn't figured out that it's her. She's obviously a complete idiot, but more on that later. After cancelling her membership at Shape It Fitness, Veronica's joined a new gym. But oh no, Lexi has turned up there too. She's like, I'm gonna ruin you with this three-way story. And Veronica's like, not really, I'm just gonna deny it. It's my word against yours.
Really?
No, when Veronica's in a board meeting at work, Lexi sends her a video of the three-way, followed by a clip of her demanding the $50,000. Veronica calls her friend whose name is relevant and tells her she doesn't know what to do. She's Googled Lexi and it's as if she doesn't even exist. So Veronica needs to find out where she lives. Luckily, when she gets home, Lexi is waiting for her by her front door and demands that she goes to the bank to get the $50,000 now. As soon as Lexi gets the money, she drives off and Veronica follows her home. She waits for Lexi to leave, breaks into her house and starts snooping around. She finds an old yearbook from Sacred Heart Girls' School. That's where Veronica went to high school, as her dad is one of the trustees. But oh no, Lexi's back, so Veronica has to leave quickly. She goes home and tells Jordan what's been going on, and he seems a bit too relaxed about all this.
Odd. Very odd.
He's like, did you find anything in her house? And she's like, I found a yearbook from Sacred Heart.
At first, I thought maybe we'd went to school together, but I didn't find her in it.
Jordan's like, oh, well, she's got the money now, so it's probably all over.
Yeah, right.
The next day, Veronica is presenting a new line of cereal to some serious business people. It turns out her dad's company has invented cereal that can be eaten at lunchtime.
Wow.
Yeah, brilliant. Anyway, they go out to the garden for the after party. And oh no, Lexi is there.
What do you want?
100,000.
Well, who'd have ever thought that she'd have come back asking for more money? Veronica's like, I don't have that sort of money. And Lexi's like, ask your dad, he's got it. Then meet me at Sacred Heart Church in 48 hours. When she gets home, she tells Jordan. And he's like, oh, well, never mind. Just ask your dad and give her the 100,000. Veronica asks her dad, but he says no. So Veronica turns up at Sacred Heart Church and tells Lexi to just release the video. When she gets home, Jordan is crying on the stairs. She's like, what's wrong? And he's like, the vacuum cleaner is broken. And she's like, so? And he's like, you don't understand. I need a haircut and the Flowbee works by attaching the hose to the vacuum cleaner with a rubber adapter.
It's a nightmare.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and Lexi's taken the dog.
What?
So Veronica's like, right, let's go get him back. They wait outside Lexi's house all night, but she never gets home. In the morning, Veronica gets a video call saying $100,000 or the dog gets it. So Jordan's like, okay, sell the jewelry you inherited from your grandma. But Veronica's like, no, I've had enough. I'm going to the police.
The police?
Jordan's like, yeah, maybe, but you should take a nap first.
What?
Yes, and she agrees.
This is ridiculous.
What's more ridiculous is how much Lexi is struggling to get the dog basket off this shelf in her garage. Oh my God, it's Jordan.
What?
Yeah, Jordan is sick of living in Veronica's shadow, so plans to fake his death and start a new life with Lexi and the money.
Yes, of course. Now things are beginning to make sense.
But Lexi seems to really want to hurt Veronica, and Jordan doesn't know why. But he makes sure he's drugged her anyway, so that he and Lexi can move on to the next stage of their plan. When Veronica wakes up, she gets a video call from Lexi, showing Jordan and her dad tied up and blindfolded.
Oh no!
Lexi tells Veronica to send her $1 million worth of crypto from corporate funds, or Jordan, her dad, and the dog will die. But while Veronica's sorting all that, Jordan is having second thoughts.
Sorry.
So he's dead. Okay, so it's taken Veronica so long to put this all together, I'm just going to explain why Lexi is doing all this.
That would be wonderful. Thank you.
Lexi's real name is Sarah Birch. She went to Sacred Heart with Veronica and was in love with Jordan, but he was going out with Veronica. Then Sarah's mum, who was the janitor at Sacred Heart, died. So there was nobody left to pay Sarah's school fees. Veronica's dad could have given her a scholarship, but he didn't.
And
nothing. That's the reason she spent the last however many years planning to ruin Veronica's life.
right.
But hang on, why doesn't Veronica remember her from school? She looked through the yearbook for ages, and as she told her friend whose name is irrelevant...
But there's no one in there that even resembles her.
Well...
Could she have had plastic surgery?
No.
I know I looked a lot different back then.
Let's see about that.
That's her. Sarah Birch.
What?
She looks exactly the same.
Yep. Unbelievable. Anyway, so now Veronica knows who Lexi is. She makes her way to her mum's old house. She goes to grab an axe from the shed, and oh no, Jordan is there, and he's dead. Then Veronica walks into the main house, backwards. When she finally turns around, she sees Lexi with a knife to her dog, and her dad blindfolded and tied to a chair. So Veronica drops the axe. Lexi tells Veronica how Jordan was in on the plan. Then there's this fight.
Feisty.
And oh no, she's about to kill Veronica's dad.
Wait. Do you remember our first kiss?
I do.
You're a terrible kisser.
Yeah. Anyway, 2 weeks later, Veronica and her dog are fine. And that's the end of the film. So until next time. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. And please consider joining my Patreon. There's a link in the description. Thank you.